Hi guys, and welcome to the latest episode of the Motorbike Restoration Project. On today's episode we're going to be looking at removing the front end. What we're going to start off with first though is taking the front wheel off. So let's grab some tools and crack on. Front wheel, guys. Pretty straightforward. We've just got to release this locking bolt which clamps the actual fork around the bolt, and then it's just the bolt itself with a couple of spaces either side. Now normally if when you go to remove the front wheel you want to release the caliper, because obviously we've already stripped the handlebars and everything off. Any pressure in the hydraulic system has already been released. So we haven't got to worry about that. The wheel is spinning freely, so it should come off without any problems at all. So the first thing we want to do is release this locking nut just here. It's a 12mm, so let's crack that off. I won't take it all the way out yet, just in case. Next thing you want to do is we want to crack off the main bolt, which is the main shaft that runs right through, and that is a 17. And then that just slides out. Okay, now the front wheel should just drop, and then once it's all out, you just want to be careful. You've got a spacer just here which just pops out, so you obviously don't want to lose that. And that's the front wheel off and removed from the bike. Now we can look at the front forks themselves. I think what we'll do is we're going to strip it down in stages. So the next thing we'll do is we'll have a look at the caliper and we'll get that off. Right, so we've moved round to the front caliper, which is this unit just here. Looks like it's held on again with a couple of 12mm bolts, and then what we've got is the actual hydraulic line which runs all the way up, and it goes underneath the handlebars, and then it runs round to the pipe that connects up to the brake lever itself. We've already got a bracket which has been released when we removed the front mudguard, and what we got is we've got a couple of 10mm bolts just up here that we need to release, which releases this bracketry which drops all the pipe down. So what we'll do is we'll release them first, and then we can look at taking the caliper off. I think what this does as well is removing these bolts to remove this bracket. We should remove this chrome section as well, but I'm not 100% sure yet. So now the pipe should just drop, and we've lost the bolt over there. And sure enough, the chrome Honda cover at the front end comes off as well. Right, so what we have here is the front caliper, which is now just held on with the two 12mm bolts. So we'll crack them off. And there's your front caliper removed from the bike. If you remember one of my last episodes, probably right at the beginning, we had a very big issue. This kept on sticking. So in a later episode, I'll obviously go along and we'll strip it all down and see if we can somehow recondition it and stop it from doing such thing. Just a little note as well, guys, when you're removing the caliper, just support it, because the last thing you want to do is drop it on the floor and break it. So that's the front caliper removed. Right, so each fork is removed individually, and what you have, if you've got an Allen key this side and Allen key that side, again like the same at the bottom, it's where it clamps it together, as you can see here. And then we've got two 23mm nuts at the top here, so we'll crack them off first. We'll crack them off and hopefully it should slide out. There's a bit of rust around the section here. Bottom part of the fork, I see you've got two more Allen keys just down here. So it is a size 9 Allen key. And that's actually one fork which is sliding out, so you don't actually have to undo the top. The 23mm until obviously I think you come to recondition it. I think that's where the spring actually sits inside there. And there's the other one out. Right, now what we want to actually do is remove the, I think it's the high top and the low top, which contains all the bearings and everything inside. So let's have a look at that, shall we? Right, so here we are. You got these two sections here which actually split apart. What we need to do for me to remove this, I don't know if it's a nut or a bolt actually until I take it out, we need to remove that off. Bearing in mind that these do come off in two pieces and there will be bearings and stuff like that in there, so just be careful when you're removing it. Right, so that's the top section removed, pretty straightforward. Undo the nut, it comes off. Right, so after you've removed the top section, you've got a locking ring which is here. It's basically, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4 cutouts. You need to get some sort of a blunt chisel or a punch or something, and what you need to do is just hit that and rotate it round, and then hopefully the bottom bit will drop out. So we'll do that now. Right, so like I said, all you want to do is just get some sort of punch, something like this. It's from an air chisel, and you just need to literally put it into one of the gaps and give it a little tap, and it's not tight at all. Right, so obviously once you've loosened this off, guys, just remember to support the bottom bracket, because obviously as you undo this, the whole lot will drop out. Just another bit of advice as well: if you cup your hand underneath here, any bearings that fall out, it should fall straight into your hand. And there you go, guys, that's the front end now removed off the bike. We haven't got much more to do now. We've just got the rear swing arm to do and the rear suspension, and then it's down to its bare frame, and then again we can start cleaning it up, seeing what needs repairing and what doesn't, and then hopefully start looking at possibly getting some nice fresh paint onto it. So what we do is in the next episode we'll start looking at the rear end. So thanks for watching, guys, really do appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care, bye bye.